Coming up on the Tuesday.
Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Slim, aka Mr.Different. I am back with another video. Today's Going Up Tuesday. I'm sorry that this Going Up Tuesday is very late, extremely late, beyond late, but had a snowstorm for 3 days and it knocked power out, and I wasn't able to upload for y'all and make new beats and anything. So I'm very sorry that, you know, I'm behind, but if I'm releasing 2 videos a day, Going Up Tuesday and Production Fridays. And I also put a lot of extra work into this week's kit for y'all. Y'all really gonna love it. So make sure you download that at the end of the video or right now, whenever. But you know, main thing is I do apologize, and I am gonna be back on schedule. So don't worry, Production Friday is still going up today. It might go up a little later, but it's gonna be up. It's gonna be uploaded today. And like I said, big schedule. And also I'm gonna show y'all how to download the kits. I've been getting a lot of questions about people saying they ain't able to download it. I'm gonna walk you through the steps to make sure you get your kits and get your sounds. But anyway, got a request from 2 guys. One was I can't remember your names, but I will put y'all into the video somewhere when I look y'all up. So you know, I'm still shouting y'all. I just don't have time to look right now, trying to really get through this video. But they asked, one guy asked for a Zaytoven type kit video, and another guy asked for a Metro Boomin style video. So I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna do both of them at the same time, because I mean, they're like I said, they're both really the biggest trap producers around, and you know, they got their own styles, but I could take elements from both of them, mix them together, and show, you know, hey, you know, you can get something even more unique. So I made a Zaytoven Metro Boomin style kit, so go download that. And also I'm about to show you how I made this beat right here. I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna walk y'all through it. I'm gonna play the beat. Here we go.
This is different.
This is different. This is different.
Well, there's the beat. As you can see, it's not really a trap beat. It's more of a dark sound trap beat, like got the Metro Boomin style with some Zaytoven elements built into it. And I'm gonna walk y'all through how I made this, like sound by sound, step by step, everything. Try to make it not too long, but I want to at least get as much information as I can through to everybody. But anyway, let's start with the first sound. The first sound is nothing but auto gun, which if a lot of people are like, what auto gun? What? Auto gun comes with FL Studio. It's a great, very good starter synthesizer. It's not really a synthesizer, but a sampler. It has a bunch of sounds in it. It has over 6 million sounds. Yeah, so I don't think there's anybody who went through every sound yet. I mean, you have to go through, like, you have to spend every day of the year going through each and every sound all day and all night before you get through all these sounds, because like I said, 6 million different sounds made by a bunch of great artists, sound designers. And like I said, it's free. So I mean, if you're just starting out producing, use AutoGun, because it has a lot of sounds and you never know what you might come across. You might just be scrolling through and boom, you find a new sound. You'll find a new sound every time you open it. I promise you. You'll never use the same sound twice if you use AutoGun. I promise you that, unless you just memorize the numbers, because you can hear this icon right here and it'll tell you exactly what number, excuse me, out of 6 million that you're on. Like this is sound 4 million and some old numbers. Or yeah, it's million, ain't it? Actually, that's more than a million. Oh, it's like 61. It's like 61 million. Yeah. Oh, guys. Yeah, it got more sounds than I thought it did. They added more. But anyway, it got a lot of sounds, over 1 million sounds. So, yeah, you should be good for a long time if you use AutoGun. But it's just a basic little stab. It's a nice sound. It has a cool reverb and pluck to it. And I just added this little D minor chords to it. And it's nothing spectacular, just something very simple. I'm sure I got solo. Okay. And the thing I like about this sound is I didn't need to add no reverb or delay or EQ, and it just came straight out the box, like ready to go. Like if you look at the channel strip, I have nothing on it. Like the sound was just, it was perfect just the way it is. And that's another thing you need to remember. If the sound sounds good out the box, don't tweak it. Don't EQ it. Don't add effects. If it sounds good by itself, leave it by itself. That goes for any sound: vocals, kick drums, snares, synthesizers, leads, guitars. If it sounds good, don't mess with it. Because most times if it sounds good and you start messing with it, you're gonna ruin the sound. I promise you that. And it's gonna make your mixing longer and harder. All right, let's move on. Next is this little silent patch I made. Just a basic pad, and I just added some effects to it. Added some phaser chords inside of silent. Add a little filtering to it, you know, high pass filter. Little cutoff for the LFO. And I made it a medium attack and a medium release, so it pads up. So it takes time to come in and go out. And then I added my famous side chaining preset I made for love filter. If you don't know how to do it, you go to volume, pattern, you make like a triangle. You just add your points by right clicking like that. Delete that one. And make your points like a triangle, put it in the middle. And then you want to, make sure you hit by tempo too. Hit right here. Make sure that tempo on. Then you want to right click this one, go to loop start, and right click this and go to sustain loop in. And it's going to give it that side chain effect. Really? Right here. Okay, let's see what's going on. Okay, love filter messed up. So let's go to my side chain. There we go. Now we can do it. Just give it that pumping effect. Oh, and also add the FL Studio phaser to it. Got tongue tied. And I just picked the preset. I just right clicked and just picked the preset. And I just boom, left it on, didn't even tweak it, and then give it a cool, nice outer space sound. If you want to hear the sound without all that, it sounds like this by itself. Nothing special, just a very basic pad sound. Next, I went to another silent instance, and this is actually from the Works kit made by another sound designer on Black Audio. Shout out to him. It's called The Works. You can I'll put a link in the description below. Copy. It's a great, very great silent bank. It has 107 sounds. Yeah, 107 sounds, and they're top notch. And I found one called She Likes, and it sounds crazy. And I added in because kind of give it that Travis Scott type feel that Metro Boomin, you know, when Metro Boomin makes his beats. That's what it sounds like. Sound like a guitar mixed with a lead. And I think I actually just added some EQ to it. And I just kind of filtered it out. Make it sound like a filtered guitar, you know, just took away some of them highs in it. And it just kind of fills out the back with the beat, see? That's all that did. That auto gun kind of loud. All right, and then I went on to, this is the interesting part about the beat. This is actually a sample of me. I'm gonna play the original so you can hear what's going on.
I be getting money, stacking dough, don't be caring what nobody say.
That's it. Yeah, very bad. It was quick and I fast and I EQ'd and went to hell with it. But I'll show you what I did. First I pitched it down. After I put in Edison and chopped up what I wanted, chopped me up a little 8-bar loop. Put up in Edison and pitched it down so it goes sound like this.
I be getting money, stacking dough, don't be caring what nobody say.
And also I clicked the time and I picked I think it was either 4 bars or 2 bars. I'm not sure. But yeah, I right clicked and picked the time. So that way it'll play with the beat. And that's something I'm probably gonna show in another video when I'm teaching you how to sample. That's a great way to sample. But if you want your like samples or chops to play on beat, that's a great way to do it. Like right click the time and mess with 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, and 4 bar until you get to where it plays good by itself. Next, I just added Twinkle from Love Filters, a preset. You right click and you just go to Twinkle, or yeah, and it just makes the sound go from left speaker to right speaker. It's pretty cool. Like if you listen, did it again. I did it again. Right click, go here, and then click the sound. Here you go. You see, I was just moving back and forth and all around in a random order. That's what Twinkle does. It's pretty cool. I like using it for a lot of, like for pads and ARPs and stuff. Then I just filtered it out, cut the lows, cut some of the highs. Give it a little telephone-ish type effect. It does add some FL Studio distortion. I just kind of right click. I think I went to the heat preset and brought down some of the pre and give it that kind of crunch to it. But you'll never notice it unless you heard it like that. You'll never notice it. But if I put it with the sound, you'll never notice it. It just sounds like a pad or something, or like an ARP. So like I said, get creative when making beats. That's one thing I did. I made my own sound and it add into the beat. And you're probably like, what's that sound? How you make that sound? What VST you use? And no VST is all me recorded. So think about that when you're making beats. Sample stuff around the house. Get some cups or spoons or something, and toothbrush, whatever. John made a beat with a toothbrush. Check that video out if you still got it up. I mean, just be creative. And next I used these cymbals, just filter cymbals. And I just went kind of low with it. So it goes. Nothing special. Then it's a regular snare. No, wrong button. Kind of loud snare, but really a snare is like it has, let's see. The snare has nothing on it. The snare sounded good. Like I said, if it sounds good, don't EQ it, don't compress it, don't nothing. It sounded good, no compression, no EQ. Sounds great. And it fit in the mix great. Next, I used these hi-hats. But what I did, I went to the snap tool and I went to 1/3 beats. And I made it to where they chop it. It was kind of, it's choppy instead of being like, all this like, it's like that. And I just did that like that, and I pitched it down, so it's going up and down. And another cool thing I like doing, if you hold Alt-R, you bring up the randomizer, and you can randomize the pitch, volume, release, and all this stuff. I take the panning and I just randomize the panning all the hell, and I just kind of randomize the volume so it sounds more live feeling, and then I just hit OK, and then now it's gonna be going all over the place, and you're gonna know where it's gonna go. And it helps you from doing it manually. You can do it manually so you know exactly where you want to go, or you can do it randomly and just let it have at it. See how I was just kind of moving around your head, and you're kind of trying to follow it. And I like that feel because it makes the beat sound more live. Next to my all famous Blanca chant, which I think I released in my last video, my last Going Up Tuesday. I'm not sure, but I might have put this chant in there along because a lot of people been wanting this chant, so I decided to add it along. Cause like, what's that chant? That's the Blanca Street Fighter. Next is the kicks. Like I said, the kicks, I just put the snap on 1/3, and I just made them choppy, and that's what it sounds like. Nothing special. And like I said, go back to the chain of the kick drum. All I got is an EQ, and just filtering out a little bit of lows. No compression, no nothing, no adding this. I just filter out the lows so the 808, not 808, but the bass line can fit through the mix. Like I said, if the sound sounds good, if you got a good sample kick or whatever, don't tweak it. Just add it in there. A lot of people mess their sounds up by adding compressors and EQs, and that can damage your sounds. Next, I got this reactor bass, probably my favorite bass. It's called Cafeteria, and it's just a nice dirty sounding bass, like bass line, not 808, but just bass line. And I kind of had that going with the synth lead up here. you know, and then it works with the kick too. And I didn't want to do no side chaining with my kick and my bass line in this one, because I didn't want it to sound like an 808. Because if every time the kick hit, if I side chained it, it make the bass line sound like it's an 808, and I didn't want that. I wanted it to sound like an actual bass line. And then next I use this Nexus. I use the Vinyl Strings 3. Default sound, and I just copied the pad, so it's adding to the pad. Make it sound more dark sounding to me. Then I use this Pablo. It's from Pablo Productions Ultimate Toolkit. Great toolkit. It's nice. It's like one of my favorite hits. Uh-oh, wrong button. And if you go lower, I just love that hit. It's a great hit. Probably one of my favorite I ever heard. The next, snares. Same thing what I did with the hi-hats. Went to that snap, 1/3, made them choppy. And don't forget, I hit Alt-R, the randomizer, and just pan that thing, and just turn the pan all the way up and just let it have at it. So when you're right here, just going crazy. All over the place. And then last is the organ. I'm not gonna bring up the organ. It's the Contact Vintage Organs by Native Instruments. You buy it, you can either buy it separately when you buy Contact, or you get the complete ultimate bundle, you get it. But I'm not gonna bring it up because last time I brought it up, it crashed my system. I don't know why. I guess I'm doing screen recording at the same time, so we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna leave that alone because I don't want to ruin this video because it's going good. But it's just a basic organ. I'll play it. Now, one thing is getting that authentic sounding snare roll. Now, there's a few ways you can go about doing it. One way is to manually play it like I did right here. Another way, I'll show you real quick. If you make your dots, let's just say I make all my dots. Add me some dots. You add your dots like this. All right. You can highlight them. And then you can hit Alt-S. Yes, Alt-S, and they'll strum them. And then you just kind of move them like this. And play with your volume, so your volume kind of goes up and down. You just kind of strum them. You kind of just kind of close them in. You want to kind of not make them too lengthy. Like that. Now you have an instant organ roll. Instant organ roll, so you ain't got to play it out. If you don't have a MIDI keyboard, you can just do like that. Just make a line of them, and you, like I said, Alt-S. That's the strumming feature in FL Studio, and just mess with the timing until you get the timing right, and then instant strum. And also, if you want to, let's can I go back? Let's go Control Z. Okay, if you do it again, you can also do a downward strum. So you can do upward strum or downward, or play it out either way you like it. That's pretty much it. And that's the Zaytoven part of the kit. I don't think I did anything to the organ. I just kind of left it. Yeah, I left it alone. Like I said, a lot of these sounds I didn't do this. You see, I'm going through, I did no EQs, no nothing. Like all these sounds are just, they sounded great out the box, and I just mixed them down like I normally do. I use my metering system to make sure I got that dynamic range. And I just use a little isotope. And that made the beat. Play it real quick for y'all one more time. Let's unsolo everything first. That might help. And it just goes to show you a lot. Like I said, a lot of these are very simple, very basic techniques. Like I said, I use very few effects. And I even stuck to some basic, like I said, FL Studio plugins for a lot of this, because I said you don't need all them, because half the time, Metro Boomin, 808 Mafia, people like that, they use basic plugins to get their sound. And people think you gotta go out there and buy these expensive plugins to get that same sound, which really you don't. Now, yes, a lot of expensive plugins will let you get that same sound plus more, But then again, you don't need to go that extra mile or spend that extra money that you don't got. Unless you got the money like that, then by all means buy the good plugins. But if you can't, work with what you got, learn what you got, and get it. So that's that for the beat. Like I said, put the link in the description below so you can download the actual, so you can download the freaking kit, the it'll be Metro Boomin and Zaytoven drum kit. It's very nice. There's a lot of 808s, a lot of kicks, a lot of snares. And one more thing I'm gonna show y'all, if my internet acts weird. My internet acts weird when I am screen capturing. Go to YouTube. Yep. Y'all gonna see my YouTube. All these dang subscriptions and all these suggestions. There is it. Going to Tuesday. Oh, thank you. I also hit 400,000 views. So thank you for everybody for that. But here's the going to Tuesday. If you want to get the kit, now I'm gonna do the same thing for this. If you want to get the kit, you want to go to the show more. Right here's the link. You want to click the link. It's gonna load up. It's gonna show like this. Make sure you put your email and your first name and you hit join. Now you're gonna get a confirmation code. Please, by all means, check your spam, check your trash, because sometimes your stuff gets sent to there. And I got a phone call, but I answer in a second. But sometimes your stuff gets sent there, and you need to check that to make sure it's not in either your trash or your spam. So please do that. And if you still having problems, feel free to email me. I'll definitely get back with you and we'll get that fixed, because a lot of people been having trouble with it. But that's the most common thing that could possibly be going on while you're not getting your sounds. Just check that and make sure. But anyway, like I said, it's your boy. You already know. Mr. Not Motivated by Money, but like, comment, subscribe, and view. So please continue doing that. Thumb me up, share it, hit me up, give me more suggestions, because if you do, I will make sure to get back to y'all like I said. And thanks for the guys who suggested this one. I appreciate it. And once again, support me, support Top Producer Salute, Black Audio. Get my new sound kit that's out. You know, that Dark Matter. It's great. Took a lot of time in it. Also got another kit coming out from my boy Dynasty called White Matter. And you can get that. It's coming out. I'm going to be doing a video about that shortly soon. So look out on the way for that as well. But anyway, I got to cut this video short because I got to get to Production Fridays, because I know it's Friday and y'all want that. But anyway, it's your boy Slim, a.k.a. Mr. Different. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and view. And I shall see y'all shortly in the next video. All right, have a good one.
Coming up on the Tuesday.